Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions and carrying on with Pretty Hate Machine by 9 Inch Nails. This song is called Sanctified. He writes his own lyrics, Trent Reznor does, so we will have a look at the lyrics after we listen to the song. Alright, let's get started. Let's go. What have they got for us? Nice beat. Very cool.
Still killing yourself through everything I've tried. What if I found a way to wash it all aside? And what if she touches with those fingertips as the words spill out like fire from my lips?
Nice.
And if she says come inside out, come inside for her. And if she says give it, I will give everything to her. I am justified, I am purified, I am sanctified inside you. Heaven just a woman in despair, and she walks me through the nicest parts of hell. I still dream of lips I never should have kissed. Well, she knows exactly what I can't resist. And if she says come inside out, come inside for her. And if she says give it, I will give everything to her. I am justified, I am pure.
see them? Maybe. There he is. Very distinctive voice, Trent's voice. You know it when you hear it, and you probably either love it or you hate it. I love it. I think he's got a great voice. I don't, I know that it's not a Dimash voice or a Buble voice or that kind of voice, but it's the honesty of his voice and the commitment of his singing and the occasional break and grit and that kind of thing that makes it a real voice for me. Uh, so obviously there's a limit to that to somebody, but when you know how to use it, it works really well. So I do like Trent's voice. Uh, and interesting song. I tried to think about the lyrics as we went through, but I didn't catch them all. And the ones I did, I have no idea exactly what's going on. So we'll have a look at the lyrics separately. We'll see whether or not I can extract anything from there. The backup singers were really good here too. I wasn't really expecting that. So that added extra, and the whole video was very cool, sort of literally and figuratively with all the blue lights. Of course, it's not cool because Trent's sweating, so it's not really. But the blue kind of gives it that cool feeling, and then the vibe is very cool too. Let's have a look at the lyrics now. Sanctified by Nine Inch Nails, songwriter Trent Reznor. It's still getting worse after everything I tried. What if I found a way to wash it all aside? What if she touches with those fingertips as the words spill out like fire from her lips? So, are we talking about a relationship or are we talking about something else? If she says come inside, I'll come inside for her. If she says give it all, I'll give everything to her. I am justified, I am purified, I am sanctified inside you. I heard somebody say that this was about drugs, possibly, or pipe or something. I'm not sure. But it could be read in or interpreted in probably several ways. And so it could be that, or it could be a relationship as well. Heaven's just a rumor she'll dispel. So the other person will dispel that, or if you get high enough, that will get rid of that thought. As she walks me through the nicest parts of hell, so drugs will definitely take you down that path. I still dream of lips I never should have kissed. Well, she knows exactly what I can't resist. So yeah, I think you could read this in a dual way. If she says come inside, I'll come inside for her. If she says give it all, I'll give everything to her. Yeah, there's ways of reading those lines that I won't go into. I'll leave that up to your own imagination, uh, if that's talking about a relationship. But again, it could be talking about the, the, the at least initial comforting effects of drugs, because you'll give everything to that. I'm just caught up in another of her spells while she's turning me into someone else. Yeah, people can do that too, though. Every day I hope and pray that this will end, but when I can, I do it all again. So you keep going back to the same thing that is destroying you, whatever that is. And that does happen. It happens in relationships. It happens with alcohol. It happens with drugs. It can happen with other things. And if she says, yeah, okay, so I read that. I am justified. I am purified. I am sanctified inside you. I am justified. I am purified. I am sanctified inside you. Well, you feel that way, at least for a while. But the reality is, of course, you aren't, because you want to get out of it, as he says, but then you just keep going back to it because there's that feeling that you get when you're there. Um, yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with drugs apart from people I know, and some are now dead, and because of drugs. And my own experience was more with alcohol, and the feeling was great for a while, and then it became less and less, and the balance starts to tip. Not to say I don't enjoy a drink now and again, but certainly not the way I used to, and not that extreme, sort of high, or that other world that you can enter into, which seemed so amazing for a while, but then it starts to turn into hell. So not great, but it's a great song. I shouldn't say that because somebody's going to think I'm saying the song's not great. Yeah, it was good. It's not my favorite Nine Inch Nails song, I don't think. Maybe it would be on some days, because that does change from day to day, time to time, year to year. But of the ones I've heard so far, This wouldn't hit the top, but yeah, very good song and good lyrics too. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I really enjoyed the video. It was nicely done, as I mentioned with the lights. Uh, Kind of almost looked church-like in a way, but it was all blue. But you know what I mean. If you look back at it, you'll see it kind of does look like lights coming through windows. And then you had the backup singers, and the musicians are good too, of course. All right, it's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. We will continue with this album, but let me know what else you'd like to hear, either from Nine Inch Nails or anyone else. Keep listening, keep having fun. Bye bye for now.